Warwick man is facing several felony and misdemeanor charges after police found emaciated dogs in his home, as well as dead dogs stuffed in trash bags.
Hannah Cotter is live in Warwick, where that man faced a judge this morning. Hannah?
Mike, Shannon, some pretty disturbing details here and concerned neighbors, many of whom have dogs of their own. These 4 dogs are now in the care of the Warwick Animal Shelter after police found them in a Sand Pond Road home in conditions described as emaciated, malnourished, and skeletal looking. Officers responding to that home found 1 dog in the backyard without food and water and say there was a strong smell of urine, feces, and decay coming from inside. That led them to the 3 other dogs, as well as the dead bodies of 3 more stuffed in trash bags.
They observed a black trash bag with flies and maggots swarming around it, with an odor of decay coming from within that bag, and the officer discovered a deceased dog within the bag. A search warrant was sought and executed, and 2 additional deceased dogs were located.
We rang the doorbell at that home this afternoon looking for comment, but nobody answered.
It's a shame.
Elaine Christensen lives nearby. She says she watched police bring out the dead animals.
I keep getting emotional.
She and several other neighbors we talked to said they've had concerns about that home, but didn't know the extent of what was going on behind closed doors.
They used to take them for walks, and so that stopped, and then they would just drag them around the yard over here, just kind of, do what you have to and drag them back in the house.
22-year-old Michael Diaz is charged with 3 felony counts of unnecessary cruelty to animals with death resulting, and 4 misdemeanor counts of unnecessary cruelty to animals for failing to provide adequate food, water, and living conditions. And Diaz was released on personal recognizance. No word when he's due back in court. Reporting live in Warwick, Hannah Cotter, 12 News.
3 dead dogs stuffed in trash bags, 4 other dogs alive but starving. That's what animal control officers say they found in a Warwick man's home. Today, that man, Michael Diaz, went before a judge to answer to animal cruelty charges. Hannah Cotter is live outside Kent County Superior Court with what she learned at the arraignment. Hannah?
Shannon, 22-year-old Michael Diaz was released on personal recognizance, but neighbors tell us they've been concerned about his house for a while, including smells and bugs they say come from that property. 22-year-old Michael Diaz is facing several animal cruelty charges after investigators found 4 malnourished dogs and 3 dead dogs inside his Sand Pond Road home. Warwick police say they got a call from someone reporting an emaciated dog in Diaz's backyard with no food or water.
Covered in flies and fly larvae, with open sores on its ears.
When they arrived, they say there was an overwhelming smell of urine, feces, and decay coming from inside the home.
3 additional dogs were located within the home that appeared malnutritioned. They observed a black trash bag with flies and maggots swarming around it, with an odor of decay coming from within that bag, and the officer discovered a deceased dog within the bag. A search warrant was sought and executed, and 2 additional deceased dogs were located.
These are the 4 surviving dogs who are now in the care of the Warwick Animal Shelter.
But it's a shame.
Neighbors tell us they've had concerns about that house for a while, but were upset and shocked to hear about what happened.
I keep getting emotional because I saw them taking out the bodies of these poor dogs in a plastic bag, and it was just terrible, just so cruel. I mean, how do you sleep at night?
Diaz's next court date has not yet been set. Reporting live in Warwick, I'm Hannah Cotter, 12 News.